This poem's about fences, and it's inspired by Robert Frost. Good fences make good neighbors. And it's about why, when we fenced up our farm for cattle, I made sure the exterior fences were 12 inches inside my line. And that's the reasoning. You'll see why in a moment. So it's called fencing. When first Black Angus heifers we came to keep, from straying into a hunter's bullet or a lightning-struck lake, each fence we dug a generous foot inside our side of the peat. Lest it should in some distant dispute become amiss, or just to show respect for Terminus, the Roman god of ends and limits, by timely sacrifice to keep intact the integrity of our farm's extent. I know it's only hay, which never wanders, we now plant and reap. It's comforting to know we're still well inside the fence. When a southeaster drops a dying alder or root-socked fir across, I'll know where my saw should cut and roar when the wind across the forest its rage will pour over an open field suddenly in its sway, and bends the boundary trees all last summer it overlooked, until nearly double are the old and weak, and in a vicious gust they bend and crack and break. But since people here hold survey maps like Bibles, and their favorite parts will defend as holy provenance beyond debate, with quotidian zeal of martyred heretics at the stake, or at least enrich a lawyer, especially as real estate, I'd rather start the talk with this extra step I once did take, before there was any question of my property's legitimacy to make. And more it's so that when I'm gone, another farmer, as he walks along my line, can wonder why he has a little extra land with which to play. But for now, it's so whoever owns whatever's beyond this Edenic place of lakes and hay will never know when I'm coming for a pas de deux, a feint to reclaim those 12 inches that extend along miles of leaning cedar posts and rusting wire he thought was his. And he'll be polite next time the weather changes. And one of his trees or two has fallen upon my aging fence, and I saw them up fresh for next winter's firewood, and then haul to my waiting barn new rounds like gold to dry in state.